Well, howdy, everybody. All right, I'm sorry. I had to. I had to start it off before I said, welcome back to Rough Around the Edges. And I say howdy because today's episode I am going to call Happy as a Pig in Mud. I don't know how happy it makes them, but they look pretty happy. But I'm happy today. And that's all that matters. How about you? Are you happy today? I sure hope so. Anyhow, let me share my plan with you. I've got this Let's resin mold. It's called their pudding cup mold. It's been around for a good minute. It's a great price, around $8, and very versatile. It has a screw-on jar lid. You could do so much with this little mold right here. Now, where does the pig in mud come in? Right here. You see these? These are little pigs. I've had this mold, probably for well over 10 years. It's seen its better days, and it's been put to work, but it still works, and that's all that matters. You can, actually I looked it up, because I'm like, I don't want to use something someone might want to try to make, and then you can't find the mold. Surprisingly, after all these years, I found it on the Walmart website and a few others, and all I had to do was Google pink silicone pig mold, and it popped up for also around $8 at Walmart and at other places too. But Walmart, I think, is where I saw it as the most inexpensive. I don't know where I got it from because it was gifted to me many years ago. So, the colors I want to use, I want to use a pigment ink. Color is called Pink Crystal for the pig. I need to figure out how to get the color of mud. They don't sell too many ways or too many colors that are chocolatey brown. I know they're out there, but if you know a good one, please let me know in the comments. I would love to find it, because I'm going to have to work with a pigment ink colored tawny. And then for the jar portion, I want to go with like an apple sage green. I might have to mix it up with a little green. I don't know. We're just kind of going with the flow today. So I'm going to bring you on back in a little bit after I find my blue rubber gloves and do a little wrestling with them. And we'll get started. So, see you in a little bit. Oh, good. You're still here. Did you pull up a chair right there across from me? I hope so. Hope we can hang out for a little bit. Alright, I poured 6 ounces equal clear epoxy resin, side A and side B 1-to-1 ratio, which is equal parts, like I just said. And I'm just mixing right now. And I'm going to turn the fan towards me so it's well ventilated. You always want to work in a well ventilated area. I've got my window open. For Florida, it feels really good outside right now. And I've got 3 fans in here. So, let's get this stirred up and colored and ready to pour. I do apologize. I went ahead and put the pigment ink into my resin, which I have kind of split up as of right now. And I should have included y'all in that, but If you live in the resin world, you've already seen it. But if you're new, I just took a couple of, well, I took about 12, 13 drops of apple green resin pigment ink and went ahead and dropped it into my epoxy. And now I'm just mixing up. Come on over here, squeaky lamp. I got a lot of bubbles going on in here, but that's my own darn fault. Because I was mixing quickly. That is not a good thing. I have a solution to at least help me out a little bit. And it's a good old green basic alcohol ink to help with those bubbles. Shake it real well. And then fight with the lid and win. I did about 6 in there because I think the green was light. Anyway, it could use a little more green. Let's get this stirred in nicely because I just dripped it on the top. I'm kind of just pulling up from the bottom. I know this is not going to be enough to fill up that jar, but right now in Florida it's warm and I just had a flash cure a few days ago and I don't want another one. Not that we can't use our pieces for extra fillers, but I'd rather not if I don't have to. Alright, I wasn't going to do this, but I think I want to. I think I want to add a dash of my sparkle slice of the moon. This time make sure sorry for that creaking, I just don't want that fan facing on me as I get some of this out of here. I need more. It's time for a refill, like my gas tank. Let's get this nicely stirred. Let's get our jar set and ready to pour. Make sure that shimmer shine is mixed in here well. You know, I'm looking at this and I did not want it to be that clear. So the debate is right now, do I add some mica powder? And I'm thinking I am. I'm thinking I just am going to do that. Do I want apple green? Dark green. Have any other greens in here? That's grass green. Nope, we'll go with the darker. I also have a few green choices over here. That's more of a teal green. No. What else do I have? No. I better stick with my first choice. I better go with the gut. I better go with my gut feeling. Gut feeling? Don't fail me now. Oh, and it's nice and sparkly as well. Okay, that's pretty. I ain't gonna lie. That's pretty right there. Alright, it's pretty right there. I'll say it both ways. Come on, let's get you mixed up so we can try to get this mud portion filled on up. I know that's not going to be enough. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to split it. And if I have to mix up more for the lid, then I have to. There we go. Sit right on over there. And let's mix. If I have to pour this into some extras, like the way I said the word extras, I'll just pour it into some extras. Alright, extras. Speaking of extra, I'm doing a whole lot of that. I'm extra. Read all about it. Okay. Alright, that's looking good. It's like a grassy color green. That suits a pig happy in mud, right? That goes with it. Let's go. Scrape my cup out. There we go. Let's go here with this one. And it's still not enough. I know how much the whole mold takes. It takes a little over 5 ounces for the lid and the jar portion. In fact, it takes exactly, well, it's never exactly, but let's just say give or take 5.05 ounces. And I thought for sure I had enough, but that's what I get for eyeballing it. I'm going to steal some from you, Clear. Alright, I'll let you return to school in a little bit. Stay there for right now until I call your name. Nope, I'm calling your name. That's not enough. Come back. Okay. Now go back to your desk. That still might not do it. But here's a hoping and here's a praying. Oh goodness me. Here we go. Just gonna do this. I know I'm not gonna get the exact ratios I did for this, but I bet you I can come pretty darn close. Couple little drips of apple green. And a couple little drips of your basic green alcohol ink. This jar has been used so many times, I can't even read if it has a specific name on it. Now, will I need more, have too much, or be right on the dot? Well, I'm not betting for right on the dot, because that barely happens. And if it does, you'll hear the Hallelujah Choir again. Let's see. Look in there. What do you think? Do you think I have more, less, or just enough? Knowing you can't see that, why even ask? And anyway, I can't hear you. Wish I could. Who guessed I needed more? I even knew. I even had that gut feeling that wasn't enough. Golly, why did I not listen to my gut more often? Why? Because it's often screaming for Chipotle. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Do y'all have a Chipotle where you live? We just had it for lunch. Me and my boys. Goodness, this is 6 ounces just for the jar base. Oh, you know what? I'm wondering if I read that wrong. I'm wondering if oh well, I'm gonna have to go back and do my homework next time before I just start yapping. Sit right back on over there again. Be a good little silicone spatula. I know not many people are watching this, but if you've watched anything at all that I've done, I talk to a lot of inanimate objects. On the last video I did, there's a fairy in my window. I went back to go edit, and I was literally talking to the fairy sticker like she was going to answer or something. Hey, a little craziness adds to a lot of fun. Life's full of ups and downs. Anytime we can choose to laugh, it's good medicine to the soul, right? Now, does anybody want to place their bets? Is this enough? What do you think? Did you place your bet for yes? I'm late to the party. If I was a betting lady, and I'm not, I would have lost the bet. So it's a good thing I'm not a betting lady. Maybe we'll get like a slight variation in greens. I doubt it, but it would be kind of cool if we did. Man, that turned out just about perfect. Alright, let's go around here, see if we can catch us some good old bubbles. Fish them out. Wish I was fishing for some salmon right now up north. But instead, I'm sitting here fishing out bubbles and resin, which actually I'm okay with. Because this is so therapeutic. Alright, let's get you to sit right there. And I'm going to set this guy over here in front of the fan to kind of, because it's already warming up. But okay, now I need to pour some more resin and get ready for pouring the lid that I'm going to try to make look like a mud for our little happy pig in the mud. Or what did I say? Oh, yeah. The old term. Happy as a pig in mud. See you in a little bit. Okay. If you see kind of a shade of green in there, I'm okay with that. Because it's from the grass. Or from the green jar portion. And we are about to see what kind of concoction or colors we can come up with to make the color of mud. I wish it was easy as walking out into nature and grabbing a shovel full of dirt and some water. That's easy. That's easy. trying to use resin to duplicate the color of mud. Now that's a whole nother story within itself. First things first, I'm going to go with the pigment ink tawny. I'm going to do about, actually, don't even ask me for a number because I don't know. I was going to try to tell you, but then I just went nuts and started dripping. Ooh, that's, you know what? I mean, it's dark, but when I pull, it looks darker in the cup. But that's it. Hey, let's see. And then, if I maybe add some of my favorite copper mica powder, let's see. Let's just see what kind of concoction we can come up with. You still sitting down across the table from me? I hope you're still here. If you're hearing me say that, obviously you're still here, and I appreciate it. Never hurts to add a little copper color. I mean, that kind of looks like dirt. That is a lot. And I got fairy dust flying around the room, and it needs to stop because that was in the last episode. It was okay then, fairy dust, but we're doing pigs and mud today. Let's get this nicely mixed. I mean, mud does not have shimmer shine, but like I said, we're not in the great outdoors. We're in my resin room. What do we think? If we were betting people, what do we think? Well, right now the only thing I can think of, it's pretty. It's pretty. I'm gonna add a couple more drops of the, how do things just, I mean, do these things just grow legs and walk away? No. I said it right there and then put something in front of it. My fault. Sorry. Sorry, pigment ink tawny. Didn't mean to get on to you. You did nothing wrong in this case. Sometimes I like to blame inanimate objects. That way I feel better inside. Pretending it's an inanimate object's fault and not mine. Oh girl, here I go again. Just hush your mouth, Sherry. Hey, but we're friends, and you're sitting across the table from me right now. So we're having a conversation. At least that's what I'm telling myself. Have y'all ever seen this little mold before? That's cute. You can put pancake mixes in it and then wrap little sausages or hot dogs and have yourself pigs in a blanket. Well, not after you use it for resin, but that's just another way that you could use this mold. Get you two. Make some pigs in a blanket for your kids to eat for breakfast. And in your other one, pour you some resin pigs. They're fun to decorate. Look at this one. I don't know if I showed you, but you're going to see it again. Isn't that cute? That's a pink little glittery one that I did, gosh, many years ago that I held on to. Little pink tail. Isn't that cute? At least I think so. That's just my opinion. Alright, faux mud. My fake mud. Did y'all see that? Almost overflow. I almost did that. I'm going to give it a second to kind of get down in there. I see it slowly moving around. I don't know what I was thinking. That's just it. I've said it before. I wasn't. You see that bubble? I love to see bubbles. There it's coming up. That was a big one. Woo! Y'all see that? Look at there. The little things that I get amused by. Alright. Now I have just enough wiggle room to get around in here and get any bubbles that may be getting caught in the gel at the bottom of our muddy resin lid. Come on out, you're free. Don't break the law again. Alright, here we go. I'm just going to kind of clean up around here. If you don't know, if you're not familiar with this mold or you're just new, this has a great screw top lid. Come on out. Come out wherever you are. That looks good. Hopefully it stays looking good, because I want to be happy like this little pig is going to be. Happy as a pig in mud. I don't want my little pig to be a sad pig in the mud. Alright, so we poured that up. So what I think it was, the jar is probably a little over 5 ounces. It's worth a Google. The lid is about 1 ounce. And I've got a ton of brown, copper, muddy colored, not a ton, but more than I need of resin left. Top this off. I have a feeling I'm going to get some bubbles. But I'll work it out. I'll cross that bridge when I get there. I don't want to tilt my cup up. I want to introduce it slowly. I don't need any spillage if I don't have to get any spillage. There we go. I think that's it. If I try to push it anymore, bad things might happen. Lord, help bad things not happen. Alright, so now what am I going to do with this copper? Because I don't need a copper pig. I need a pink pig. I'll bring you back in a little bit. Best bet is to bring out this versatile circle mold. It's a pretty color, and that once it's poured and cured, you can do so much with it. I mean, I can add a sticker, I can bling it out. I mean, there's just so much. So let's just do it. It won't go to waste. Silicone molds can be deceiving, can't they? Sometimes it looks like they hold a lot more, like what I was thinking today. Actually, One, it looked like the jar portion looked like it held a lot less to me, whereas the lid looked like it was going to hold more than what I thought. Get ready to cue drip sound effects after I say what I'm about to say right now. Good to the last drop. That's right. Bloop. Alright. There we go. Later on I can figure out what to do with this coaster. I mean, it's really pretty by itself, the color. I see you bubbles coming up. Hello. I just love it. That's that tawny pigment ink. Where's my squeaky lamp? Tawny pigment ink mixed up with the copper mica powder. Look at that. It's just, I don't know, maybe it's just me. A lot of people might not find that coloration beautiful. Maybe it's just me. I like it. And that's what matters most. Not that your opinion doesn't matter, because it does. Honestly, it really does. I'm not saying that to be facetious either. You're never too old to learn from somebody else. Don't take offense when people try to teach you something new or tell you something new. As long as they put it in a kind way, you're never too old to learn something new. If I make it to 90 or 100, or if any of us do, we'll still be learning. It's a good thing. Also, your mess ups are a good thing too. And try to, excuse me for all that clacking, I'm just making sure I clean up as I go. I always tell my son that, my youngest son, because I homeschool him. It's okay, buddy. It's okay when you mess up. That helps you grow. So, once again on the soapbox, once again stepping off, because it's time to get some more resin mix and pour a cute little pink pig. Yep, I might pour 2 little cute pink pigs. I don't know. But I know one thing. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, I'm back to pour some little pink pigs. I'm glad you're back too, by the way. I know I said that earlier, but I do want you to know that I do appreciate it. So, I'll reiterate myself and tell you again, thank you. Okay, it looks good. Now I'm going to pour in my pink crystal resin pigment ink. Pigs come in all different colors, and the pink ones really aren't all that pink, but my pig's going to be pinky pink, because I think it's going to make for a good color combination, and who doesn't love a nice pink pig? If you raised your hand, put it down. I can't see you. And I like pink pigs, even if they're not real. They are real, they're just not this pink. There I go again, thinking too much about it. Bear with me. Want to see me mix? You still sitting down right there? Right there across from me? Let's mix it together. Here, go ahead, take over. Okay, what I'm doing now, I am grabbing my flamingo alcohol ink, giving it a nice little shake. I'm just going to drop a couple of drops in here. I don't even know if it's going to make for a good mix, but we'll soon find out. It did. That actually is pretty. Can you see See that? Look at that. It's pretty. It's real pretty. It's fun to just come in and just start trying new things, new colors, new glitter mixes, new techniques. The fun part is finding out at the end whether it worked out or not. Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't, but we keep going, right? This little piggy went to the market. And this little piggy stayed home. Apparently, there's a bug flying around my face that doesn't like the story of the pigs. Y'all are probably thinking things are getting stranger and stranger. I'm not sure about this one. I'm not sure about this lady. Well, just hang out with me. We can still be friends no matter what our differences might be. And I just filled up 2 piggies. I've got a little left over, but not... Hey, here goes an experiment. That's our leftover copper. Let's see what happens if I drop this in a swirl. Probably going to turn out looking really, really weird. Who knows? That's the story of resin. You just never know what you're going to get. If it doesn't turn out, I'll put a big old sticker over it. That'll solve that issue. Alright, you guys. Now I just need everything to cure. And it's already well on its way. So, I'll see you in a little bit. Hi, welcome back. I'm really kind of saying that for myself because it's the next day for me. So, I'm glad you're still here, hanging out with me, that you didn't go anywhere yet, because it's time to unmold and see what kind of trouble we might is the key word, have gotten into. First, I do want to make note of this. I did make note in text form earlier in the video that it's not always the greatest to mix alcohol inks and pigment inks or dyes, whatever you want to call, together. I have done it numerous times and I haven't had a problem as of yet. But that's not to say that it couldn't present a large problem. It's worth a Google. Okay, well, let's start. And this is the extra resin we poured into the coaster, and then I added the pink. The pink disappeared, but it did a really strange effect. Come here, squeaky lamp. There. And there. Can y'all see that well? Okay, squeaky lamp, I wanted you over here, but I'm not trying to photobomb. So that's just the leftover resin from these items. Okay, let's look at this lid first, because I'm interested in seeing all the bubbles that are probably in here. I'm hoping I'm wrong. Alright, this is our faux mud / fake mud lid for our Happy as a Pig in Mud. Yep, I already see one bubble. I'm okay with that. It happens. You can't win them all. Get out of there. There you go. Okay. Now that I pulled that out. I can see a few little tiny bubbles. But I know what I can do to fix that. Yeah, I see 1, 2, 2. That's it? 1. Yeah. Surprisingly. Okay, I see some right here that must have went to the top once I left the room. But I'm okay with that because there's going to be a little pink pig here, hopefully. Turned out nice. You still trying to photobomb my shop, squeaky lamp. Not shop, shot. Okay, I like the swirl. I like what that did. All right, now let's see what kind of mischief we got in here with this lower jar portion. Okay. I don't see anything as of yet except for cleanup. But that is not to say anything, because we have yet to totally remove the jar from this mold. Come on with it now. Or just take your sweet time. I'm okay either way. Ooh. There we go. Let's see. Turning you right back into your regular position is almost more difficult than taking the jar out of the mold. Goodness. Okay, there we go. I don't know. I couldn't sit here with this sitting off to the side, not being straightened out. I'd keep staring at it. Don't you dare! Oh, please dare! Not a bubble. Not up. Right there. One right there. But that's it. That's it. This is clean up. That's easy. That's easy. Just there? No way. I gotta take another gander at this. Unbelievable. See how it just easily twists on there? See how easily I knocked my camera over? Do you see how easily that happened? Okay. Save the jar. Save the jar. Cute. Now, do you see what I'm talking about? How this mold, you could do so many ideas. Gift ideas, but just creative ideas. This is a great buy at a great price. I'll just reiterate what I said towards the beginning of the video. Let's Resin jar mold. Yeah. Google that as well. But yeah, see, look at that. I mean, that is a good storage container or piece of decor. All right. I'm happy. So far, so good. All right, little piggy, let me in. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Yeah, I went too far again. No need to remind me. Cute. Turned out cute. Little pig number 1. No bubbles. I don't even see any need for any cleanup. Love it when that happens. All right, what about this one? I did 2, just in case I messed up when I went to decorate 1. If I mess up, I have another 1. Oh, he turned out great too. Yes, he or she. Now, Oh, that's barely fitting on there. I thought I measured well. Oh, but I know what I can do. Oh, nope. This one has a bubble in the ear. Does this one? No. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Or pork chop dinner. That's a little dark, huh? Oh well. All right. Now I want to get some, let me see something. That's a coaster. That'd be a cute pig in the mud as well. Maybe we can have two. Change the coaster into some kind of strange ornament or magnet. I don't know. I'm not going to worry too much about that right now. Okay, let me get out my embellishments. There's the word, embellishments, and see what our next step will be. See you in a little bit. You're back. You're still sitting right there. Thank you. All right. You know how we talk about happy little accidents? Well, that's what happened today. But the happy little accident turned into being a resin blessing. If there is such a thing, there is now. Because let me tell you what happened. Our little pig did not fit comfortably, in my humble opinion, on the top of the jar mold. Okay? This, yeah, she hung over the nose and the tail a little too much, and I just didn't like the proportions. Let's just be honest. So, what happened to the jar mold, you ask? Or you may ask, and you may not, but I'm going to tell you either way. What happened to the jar mold? This. Can you see it? Squeaky lamp, help me out. I ended up putting two leather, two leaves, charms, a little bead, and I wrapped a leather ribbon. It's not a ribbon, but I mean, you can look and tell. And then I just tied a little bow in the back. And on top, I put a sticker. And the sticker says, "Give thanks." And it's got some shine. And it just fit perfectly on top of this jar. So there is recovery number one. I think it still is cute. It wasn't part of the original plan, but I love the way it turned out. I really think it was for the better. It really was, because I'm going to show and I'm going to tell you why. Cute little jar, you can sit there. This is Penelope. Now remember, I poured two little pigs. This is Penelope, okay? We're going to call her Penelope. I highlighted ears, eyes, nose. We're doing happy pigs, remember. Put a little bow on her little cute curly tail. So, if that's Penelope, where did my second pig go? Well, Penelope's bestie is named Princess. Princess ended finding a mud waller, depending on what you want to call it, after all. And I just gave her some little eyes, highlighted the tops and backs of the ears, the arms. Well, I mean, it's all, pigs don't have arms, but you get it. So she did. She found her home in the mud after all. She's got a little bow on her tail, just like her bestie Penelope. And Princess and Penelope are going to become magnets. That's a heavy-duty magnet right there. And I'll prove it to you. I'll show you. I'll put her on my fridge. This is a heavy piece, but that magnet does its job. For smaller pieces, you just go with smaller magnets. But for something that big, yeah. I think it turned out exactly like it was meant to be. Exactly. I wouldn't have it any other way. So I am going to try this out on the refrigerator, so hang in there. And thanks for hanging out with me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you like my videos or what I'm doing, please give me a thumbs up, like. If you want to, subscribe or share or any of those other goodies, I would greatly appreciate it. But the most appreciative is just that I can be. It's just to let you know how glad I am that you even took the time to watch this today. And like the sticker on the top of this jar says, I give thanks. It says give thanks. So that's what I'm going to do. Thank you.